The Daredevil Born Again Season 1 finale was everything I wanted it to be. Now that the show's first season has concluded, I can come back to a statement I made after watching the first episode. I fully believe that Born Again had the potential to become the best live-action series made by Marvel Studios. Now that I've seen the show's first 9 episodes, I can confidently say it is my favourite show produced by the studio, with Loki falling from the top spot to second place. But before we get into the finale, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and if you're able, please sign up for channel memberships for exclusive content, which really helps us out. Anyway, let's get back to Hell's Kitchen one last time. So, whilst I enjoyed it, this is not to say that everything worked in Season 1, as there were some clear issues derived from the 2 different creative teams working on the show. And while there were characters like Muse who had potential and wasn't fully utilised, Season 1 mostly worked. The episodes fully helmed by the new creative team were so good that I cannot help but think that Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will be even better than the first. With a great cliffhanger ending, it has the elements needed to shake up the MCU. It's impossible to talk about the MCU series finale without touching on the return of a couple of fan favourite characters. When he showed up earlier in the season, Jon Bernthal's Punisher was the only character who managed to rattle Matt Murdock. He knew exactly what buttons to push. Since then, I've been waiting for Frank Castle's return, and in his full Punisher outfit. There was no better place for that return than in Born Again Season 1 finale. We got to see Frank finally fulfill his role in the story. After all, Wilson Fisk's anti-vigilante task force was the real threat Daredevil and his friends had to face this season. The focus on the corrupt cops using the Punisher logo and thinking he was one of them was always one of the season's most interesting storylines. That's why it was great to see that arc finally come to a head with his return. Seeing Frank brutally kill many task force members was exciting, as was seeing him make it clear to his misguided fanboys that they were nothing alike, as he knew a pain they had never experienced. The Punisher's interactions with Daredevil were great as always. I love seeing their ideologies clash, with us once again getting to experience the different points of view on whether heroes should kill or not. While the Punisher's return was exciting, his comeback was not the only one to get excited for. Deborah Ann Wolf's Karen Page was crucial to Netflix's Daredevil, and I felt her absence took something out of Born Again. As soon as she showed up again, it was easy to see how much better things were when she and Charlie Cox's Matt were together. I know some people prefer Matt's chemistry with characters like Elektra or Jennifer Walters, but it's always been Matt and Karen for me. While there was a lot of tension and anger between the duo in Born Again's premiere, the season finale had enough room to let their connection between the characters breathe, allowing us to see the tease of a potential romance coming back. Interestingly, it could be a romantic triangle, as the finale also teased the beloved dynamic between the Punisher and Karen, and I want to see Season 2 delve into both. While Daredevil is the show's main character, Born Again certainly put Vincent D'Onofrio more in the position of co-lead than that of a villain like Muse or Bullseye, both of whom affected the plot but were not focused on. Wilson Fisk's whole plan as New York's mayor was to get him the power needed to solve his problem with vigilantes. By the end of the season, he finally managed to do so, with the city under martial law and all vigilantes outlawed. Kingpin also returned to killing, and I cannot wait to see him let loose in Season 2. The Born Again finale ended with a lot of major reveals. The main change the show makes heading into Season 2 is that Karen seems to be sticking around as a key player, becoming part of Daredevil's new army that assembles at Josie's. I think the setup is a great way to ensure that Season 2 and beyond brings more MCU heroes into the fold, as at least the Punisher and Daredevil's teammates from Netflix's The Defenders would make sense as members of his new team fighting Kingpin's takeover of New York. I do hope the MCU has bigger plans for Tony Dalton's swordsman, as he could make for a great recruit for Daredevil's army if he is freed from Fisk's cages. I enjoyed how Bullseye was sparingly used this time around, letting the character appear to make sure we knew he would come back in Season 2, but allowing the focus of the finale to be on the Task Force storyline. As for the Punisher's post-credit scene, It was how I expected Frank to break out, and his upcoming special presentation should bridge the gap between Daredevil Born Again seasons. All in all, the end of the first season was handled well. There were enough action sequences, shocking reveals, character returns, and promises to make it one of the most eventful episodes of Season 1. Based on how the last 2 episodes have played out, I have full faith in a new creative team behind the show to make the war between Daredevil's army and Kingpin's task force even more exciting.